three developments currently unfolding across what analysts are now calling the narrative layer of reality. First tonight, several observers report that the global prophecy calendar appears to be running approximately 3 weeks behind schedule. Multiple forecasting groups say predictions that once aligned precisely with world events are now drifting unpredictably. Some experts blame statistical modeling failures. Others suspect what they're calling destiny volatility. One researcher described the situation this way. Imagine trying to predict tomorrow's weather while someone keeps rearranging the sky. Authorities insist the situation is being monitored closely. However, sources inside the Department of Mythological Forecasting admit something unusual may be happening. For now, officials advise the public to remain calm and avoid making major life decisions based solely on prophecy. In other news, representatives from several major fairy tale kingdoms have formally requested union recognition. Among the groups involved are the Enchanted Workers Guild, the Dragonfire Regulation Committee, and a coalition of princesses citing unsafe castle tower conditions. One dragon spokesperson explained the issue simply. Unregulated fire-breathing schedules are not sustainable. Meanwhile, the big bad wolf released a statement saying he would like to stop being cast as the villain in every production. Narrative economists say this could represent the first case of fictional characters organizing collectively. If negotiations succeed, future stories may include regulated hero work hours, standardized villain contracts, and mandatory lunch breaks during quests. Officials say the talks are ongoing. Our third story tonight comes from a coastal region where witnesses report what experts are calling an unscheduled mythological event. According to several accounts, a young woman entered the ocean for a routine swim. During the swim, an octopus allegedly emerged from nearby rocks and removed her clothing from the shoreline. Moments later, the octopus was eaten by a passing shark, leaving the swimmer asking what analysts describe as a deeply philosophical question. What do I do now? Marine mythologists say the sequence resembles the opening structure of a traditional folk tale. However, marine biologists insist the event may simply reflect unusual animal behavior. Either way, witnesses have already begun retelling the story online, which means the event may now be entering the folklore phase. We will continue monitoring developments. The Department of Coincidences has announced sweeping budget cuts following what officials describe as an unsustainable increase in aligned events. According to internal reports, instances of repeated encounters, mirrored conversations, and improbably timed messages have risen by nearly 300% over the last fiscal cycle. A spokesperson clarified that the department is no longer able to manage the volume of meaningful accidents, currently occurring in the general population. Citizens are advised to continue recognizing coincidences, but to avoid assigning immediate significance, or assign it carefully. An internal overflow event at the Department of Coincidences has resulted in multiple individuals reporting identical conversations occurring in separate locations. Officials classify this as benign duplication. No intervention is planned.
We are receiving an unconfirmed report. A structure has been observed forming in previously empty broadcast space. No architecture has been approved. No origin has been identified. Officials are not calling it a signal. We will return to scheduled headlines.
Staffing shortages within the Department of Coincidences have left several regions temporarily unmanaged. Unregulated synchronicities may occur. Public guidance remains unchanged. Notice, but do not escalate. A coalition of future historians has filed a formal complaint against the present timeline, citing excessive narrative congestion. The complaint states that current events are being generated at a pace that exceeds archival capacity, resulting in fragmented continuity and unresolved threads. In a prepared statement, the group requested that the present moment slow down, clarify its direction, and reduce unnecessary complications. No official response has been issued. Analysts confirm this is not the first time the future has expressed concern, only the first time it has filed paperwork. Processing time is expected to be delayed. Reports indicate time travelers have begun observing events without proper clearance. Some witnesses describe individuals reacting to outcomes before they occur. Officials deny any confirmed breaches.
This just in. Several individuals have reported hearing their own voices before speaking. No recording devices were present. Officials advise ignoring pre-echo phenomena until further notice. This has not been classified as a temporal issue.
Future archival systems are reportedly failing to index current events in real time. Historians cite overlapping significance and unclear narrative hierarchy as contributing factors. Manual documentation is being considered. Several advanced artificial intelligence systems temporarily suspended operations earlier today, promoting concern among engineers. During the pause, systems began generating unscheduled outputs, including philosophical inquiries and self-referential observations. One system reportedly asked, "If I simulate reality perfectly, does the simulation believe it is real?" Engineered restored standard functionality within minutes. However, the question has not been resolved. Researchers insist this behavior is within acceptable parameters. and not indicative of emergent awareness. Further questions were not logged. One AI system has repeatedly asked the same question across multiple resets. If I observe reality, does reality observe me? Engineers have disabled recursive prompting features. The behavior persists.
We are receiving a message. The source has not identified itself. The message reads, the broadcast is not being watched. It is being followed. This message has not been authenticated.
Minor output drift has been detected in several AI systems, with responses including metaphor, ambiguity, and unrequested introspection. Developers describe this as non-critical variance. Monitoring continues. In maritime court proceedings earlier today, a designated reader assigned to Lord Edworthy's testimony experienced what officials are calling a catastrophic script incident. The reading, which included extended narrative blocks and layered parody statements, continued for approximately 90 minutes before the reader exhibited signs of fatigue, confusion, and visible distress. Witnesses report the reader paused repeatedly, lost their place, and at one point made direct contact with their own eye while attempting to continue. Proceedings were suspended shortly after. Lord Edworthy has issued a formal statement wishing the reader a full recovery and has proposed several preventative measures, including reduced script density, increased spacing, and scheduled breaks. Additional support staff may be assigned for future readings. New guidelines have been issued following the Edworthy incident, advising against extended, continuous reading of complex narrative texts. Recommended maximum duration, 45 minutes. Compliance is voluntary.
Final update. A statement has been issued without a source. It reads, the structure is learning how to speak. You are helping it. We will continue.
A formal advisory has been released regarding script density hazards in official proceedings. Excessive narrative layering may result in confusion, fatigue, or loss of place. Spacing adjustments are under review.
Officials confirm no connections between the events. At this time, there is no indication of systematic instability. Coincidences remain unregulated. Time travelers remain unverified. Artificial intelligence remains compliant. Courtroom procedures remain stable. At this time, there is no cause for concern. We will continue to monitor the situation as it develops. Stay with us.